What is the uncanny valley effect in horror? Imagine looking at a robot or a doll that almost, but not quite, looks human. It makes you feel uneasy, maybe even a little scared. That strange feeling is what we call the uncanny valley effect. It is a powerful tool in horror movies, especially when technology is used to create creepy characters or creatures. The term was first used by roboticist Masahiro Mori in 1970. He noticed that when robots or images look almost human but have tiny flaws, they trigger a negative emotional response. This is because our brains are very good at recognizing faces and movements. When something looks very close to human but isn't quite right, it confuses our mind and makes us uncomfortable. Think about a realistic robot or a CGI character that moves slightly off or has a strange expression. These small imperfections can make viewers feel disturbed more than a monster or a ghost. In horror films, this effect is often used to turn everyday objects into sources of fear. For example, a doll that blinks too slowly or a character whose eyes don't quite look right can be more frightening than a traditional monster. The reason is that our brains struggle to categorize what we see. It is familiar enough to recognize but strange enough to seem threatening. This mental conflict creates a feeling of dread. Filmmakers use this effect by paying attention to details like facial expressions, eye movements, and body language. Small flaws, like a smile that doesn't reach the eyes or unnatural movements, can make characters seem more disturbing. Some movies intentionally use this gap between realism and artificiality to scare viewers. Films like Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within and The Polar Express show how almost realistic characters can cause discomfort instead of connection. The uncanny valley effect also plays a role in how we perceive zombies or androids in horror movies. They look close enough to humans to be recognizable but are different enough to evoke fear. Overall, the uncanny valley effect is a fascinating way filmmakers turn familiar things into sources of horror. It taps into our natural instincts and makes us feel uneasy because something is just a little off. When used well, it creates a sense of deep discomfort that sticks with viewers long after the movie ends. So next time you see a lifelike doll or a realistic CGI character in a horror film, remember that the uncanny valley effect might be behind that unsettling feeling. It is a clever way to make us fear what seems almost human but isn't quite right.